Hey, what's up? This is Coach Marcus, Pro Fan Talk, and I got a question for you. I am trying to figure out where some of these perspectives come from, and also to encourage people. If you create content, just create your content. Give your opinion, give your reasons why, do a little homework so you can come up with a good conclusion. One of the things, one of my goals for this Eagles off season is to find out where this guy named Sources is coming from because he seems to be fueling everybody's opinions and takes. Now, every now and then we'll get some situations and people just come out of left field. Um, but again, like I started with, give your opinion, give your take, do a little homework, and stand on it. If you wrong, say you wrong. If you right, talk your talk. You're gonna gloat anyways, because that's what everybody seems to want to do. Everybody wants to seem to just have this opportunity at some point in time to just say, see, I was right. I told y'all this way back 8 weeks ago. Remember when I did? And I get that. That's kind of human nature. Everybody want to be right. Just like everybody want to tell you when you're wrong. However, sometimes I find it funny when a situation presents itself brand new, nobody knows anything. It's just opinions. And I'm one that says from the giddy up, nobody knows more than me. Sometimes you might have people that have the inside track on what's going on, but for the most part, even when you're talking about like sports radio and even a lot of these guys on the network, they don't. They are guessing. They have a production team that stuffs analytics in front of their faces, and they usually get their opinions based off of that. But they don't have any more inside information. And then if they do claim they have inside information, we're talking about this guy, sources close to the situation, sources close to the team. So it is what it is. I understand that this is the nature of the beast. I acknowledge that this is the way our landscape is right now. But here's just something funny that just happened yesterday. So when Sean Mannion was announced that he's the new offensive coordinator, everybody's got ideas on what's going to happen, what he can do, what he can't do. He's never called plays. He hasn't been a coach for that long. He was just playing a couple years ago. Everybody got these excuses on why somebody can or can't do a thing, and they have no idea if it's right or wrong. They are guessing. They are guessing. For every reason that you think that Sean Mannion can't be a good offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore went through the same thing, and he took us to a Super Bowl. So I've given my take on that, my opinions. Um, Sean Mannion is lacking a little bit of experience, but what he makes up in experience, he was a quarterback 3 years ago in the NFL. So he is still the phrase I used was he still got muscle memory. So he can speak the language a little bit tighter with Jalen Hurts and see some things that Jalen can't see or that Jalen does see, and more importantly, be able to ascertain why you made that decision. Why did you do this? So to me, that will make up for any lack of experience because you got a lot of these coaches that never played. You got a lot of these coaches that are coordinators that were never quarterbacks. So if you got somebody that just got out of the game that still has the muscle memory, I would expect him to be a little bit better at that gig. Now, as to what happened yesterday that I thought was funny. So here are two opinions on Sean Mannion for the Philadelphia Eagles, and I just thought it was hilarious. So here's the first one that you'll see. Um, uh, Check this one out up here. This is from WIP, and this is Spike Eskin giving his opinion, and he's 10 toes down. You got no way to back it up. You guessing, but take a listen.
Then he was quarterback coach for the Green Bay Packers last year. Now, Jordan Love did have the best season of his career last year.
Malik Willis.
Malik Willis looked very good. I still do not think he's going to call plays.
No.
I think Sirianni's calling plays.
Yeah.
I think Sirianni's calling plays.
And then you got these dudes. This is Nick Foles. I forget what his partner's name is. And they're talking about the same subject. Sean Mannion and what kind of job is he going to do? And they had some very positive comments to say about Sean Mannion getting the gig. But now you got a difference of opinion on who's going to call the plays. Now listen to what they say.
His last season was in 2023 as an active player. Spent the better part of 11 years in the NFL, really 9 as a backup on a roster. He will call plays. Eagles sources have confirmed that on a number of different occasions that he will be calling the plays. I mean, you think that's kind of the assumption when someone's an offensive coordinator, but that needs clarity these days.
So who's right in this situation? That's what's always interesting to me. Who's right? Who's wrong? Who knows more? What kind of information did Nick Foles have? Did him and his buddy have that WIP doesn't have? And Spike Eskin is just giving his opinion. He's guessing like everybody else. But like I've said before, they don't know any more, any less than we do. Their microphone is just a little bit louder. So I say all that to say, do a little homework, give your opinions and stick with it. Just because somebody on the radio agreed or disagreed with you does not mean you are wrong. So, because a lot of people are quick to use a cosign that was happening on the radio. See, they said the same thing that I said, so I must be right. And that's not always the case. But I just think it's funny how everybody gets the same information and how they form their opinion based on everybody's looking at the same thing. It's always fascinating to me. Like, we watched the same tape. How can you tell me that wasn't a missed block or that was a good performance or a bad performance? We watched the same tape. What are you looking at? How can you tell me that Saquon Barkley lost a step when the offensive line had a horrible year run blocking this year? How can you tell me that? We watched the same tape. Then it gets into, do you know what you're looking at? Do you know what you're looking at? If you've never driven a car and I give you a set of keys, are you going to know what to do with it? That sort of thing. So it's always interesting to me. That's why I like to study film. That's why I like to stay on point. And I still say, I don't know everything. Never claim to, but I know more than most. And I'm always, if you've been in one of my streams, I'm constantly telling people, hey, if I make a mistake, check me on it. Put it in the chat. Let me know I made a mistake. I ain't got no problem admitting I'm wrong. None. There's lessons in loss. Sometimes that's how you learn, because a lot of people don't know what they don't know. So I just thought it was funny. But ultimately, this is the last week that the Philadelphia Eagles will be Super Bowl champions. We will have a new champion crowned next week. So this is our last week as Super Bowl champions. I will enjoy it. I will watch the game next week. I don't know if I'm pulling for Seattle or the Patriots yet. I don't know yet. But it should be a good game. I hope it's a good game. So stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of news, everybody, on Media Row this week. This is when you're going to get all the silly questions. And hopefully don't nobody get in trouble. No, nothing stupid pops off, nothing like that. So we just want to get through the season. It's been a very long, frustrating season for Eagles fans. But I remember talking about this stuff early in camp. I remember going to camp. I went to see the Browns. When they came to town, got to see Joey Flacco and Shador. Even saying Joey Flacco and Shador seems like a lifetime ago. So many things have happened. So everybody was thinking the world of Kevin Patullo, and it just didn't pan out. It was good until it wasn't. So enjoy this last week of being Super Bowl champions. We will have a new champion crown next week. And then it's Howie's season back to the draft. So we'll go to the end. So enjoy it. Enjoy your Super Bowl. I haven't decided if I'm going to live stream the Super Bowl yet. I don't know. But we'll see. You will find out this week. Also, at the conclusion of the Super Bowl, my new theme song will be debuted for Pro Fan Talk. So that should be fun. So stay tuned. Got a lot of stuff coming this week. Enjoy the Super Bowl and go Birds.